So what are we going to talk about?
I mean, I feel like we've been doing this a lot recently. We can talk about graphics cards.
Okay, cool. I mean, we did that earlier today, though.
What? Wait, what? Oh yeah, Kyle.
Kyle?
I know.
What the fuck? I just
Dude,
realized
I've been
I never
explaining to him, but like he keeps saying that like a bunch of people told him different things, which is like I guess kind of true. But like the 970 would be like the worst possible choice he can make.
Why is he not in SIG hardware?
I added him.
Oh, you did? He didn't post anything, did he?
Yeah, he didn't say anything yet.
Yeah, well, just like, are we? I really hope we can like stop him from buying a 970. That would be like, whoa, what are you doing?
Well, if you also say something, like tell him to get a 480 or 1060, like one of those.
All right,
you know what I mean?
All right. Okay, all right. Messenger. All right, where is he? I'm gonna find him real quick.
Cause like I'm trying to save him. You know what I mean?
Fuck, I hate the new Messenger. I can't figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Just press add on the bottom right.
No, because I should be able to just find it.
Yeah.
Oh, it mixes it in with the texting. I hate that shit. Oh, there we go. You got to do this fucking option. I hate that.
Oh.
Why? What?
Man. Some dumb shit.
Yeah. Facebook's basically a monopoly, doing whatever the fuck they want.
But that's the thing is like we need Facebook. Otherwise,
they do. But they're like Google. They can just change shit whenever they want, and everybody just has to deal with it. I hate that.
It's true.
Oh, I found him. All right. So yeah,
buy a 970.
Don't buy a 970.
Then if he says something, then say buy a 1060 or a 480. I think he said his budget is like 300. So I know.
That means he'll be able to
supposedly.
That means he's guaranteed to buy a sick aftermarket 1060. Like if he can go up, if he wants to go up to 300, you can get like a really good one probably. Do we know how much the nitro is going to be?
We don't actually, but we're definitely going to find out tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, actually, there were
Sapphire
rumors.
aftermarket 480, the cool looking one. Yeah. What were you saying?
Well, we're going to find. There's also been leaks of like the European price, but that's usually not a good enough
estimate, or
it's usually not enough. Because like apparently it's way more expensive in Europe because there's like VAT, which is some other kind of tax. I don't know. So right now my plan is to get the 480, probably the nitro. Honestly, like the 1060 look like it's probably going to be faster.
You're not going to do it. You like AMD. It's okay. I'm going to buy an NVIDIA card. I'm not buying an NVIDIA card. Especially after the reference shit. I don't want to go anywhere near it, honestly.
Oh, what, the reference not being that great?
No, the drawing GPU power through the motherboard slot, killing motherboards. Fuck that.
I don't think that actually happened. Well, I mean, it did get patched.
I'm pretty sure it actually happened. Too many like reputable tech sites all said that it was a thing.
They said it was a thing, but here's the thing. PCIe, right? It's rated for 75 watts through each slot, but most motherboards have more than one PCIe slot. So you can draw at least 150 watts from a single PCIe.
That's technically out of spec. Isn't that like
bad? It is
bad?
technically out of spec.
That's like really bad. No other video card does that.
Yes. So they changed it so that it pulls more from the 6-pin. And that's it.
So it is actually a 6-pin. It's an 8-pin disguised as a 6-pin, from what I understand.
Well, it's supposed to. The 6-pin can pull more than 75 watts, right? It's supposed to be able to pull way more than that. I think a 6-pin is rated to pull like 150 watts or something.
The 6-pin can pull a shit ton of watts, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
So they just kind of fucked up by allowing it to pull more from PCIe than they should have.
They fucked. Basically, they're trying to fit this higher draw card in like a lower power bracket or like section than it should be in. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's. They should have just made it an 8-pin from the start.
They should have just made it an 8-pin. Should have drew all the power through it. This would have never happened.
Yeah, all the aftermarkets are 8-pin though. So.
Yeah. They have their custom PCB. Probably not an issue. Then the driver overhead in DirectX 11. Shit matters. DirectX 11's not going anywhere.
You really think it's not going anywhere?
That's not going anywhere, dude.
Why? Why, though? Is it
Just
easier to
'cause-
develop for DirectX 11?
Yes, actually, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a high-level API. Of course, it's easier to develop for it. You wouldn't know,
Yeah.
not a game dev.
No,
It's not
I
that.
understand
It's just that all of Windows support it. You don't have to like jump to Vulkan to maintain cross platforms. You know, like DirectX 12, you're limited to Windows 10.
Right,
You
so
cut
you're
off
saying-
like half your market.
You're saying more people are going to develop for Vulkan.
No, I'm saying DirectX 11 will be around in full
Oh.
force for years.
Yeah.
I mean, Vulkan is the only convincing way that this could change. Oh yeah, I saw that. That was a good thread.
What
that
was
was
it?
a great thread. Which guy was it? Someone at EdTech basically shit on DirectX 12 and said he doesn't understand why everyone isn't using Vulkan.
I see.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, it supports everything, so why wouldn't you use it?
And DirectX 12 is probably better documented, and they probably have
It is,
Microsoft
yeah.
like shilling for them super hard.
Yes, they almost definitely do.
Yeah,
But
so
at the same time, I mean, like, your games... Like, seriously, who wants to limit their games to running only on Windows 10?
I don't know. As long as you also have DirectX 11, it's probably not too big of an issue
Yeah.
for most developers. But yeah, I really like Vulkan. At least will make every emulator godly. Every emulator
Yeah.
will work perfectly on every operating system. That's cool. But yeah, I really hope Vulkan takes off. No, because it's all hacked-in support. Because Microsoft always wants hacked-in support for their new. Remember, like Halo 2 Vista. That's
Wait,
what they do.
What was Halo 2 Vista?
It's it was Halo 2, the game built on DirectX 8.1 for the original Xbox, which required DirectX 10 on Windows Vista to run because it was Vista exclusive.
It was a Vista exclusive.
Were you like a baby when this shit happened? Like, where were you? This was PC gaming and like whatever year
Dude,
that
I was not playing PC games when I was that old.
I was, and
Yeah.
I got the cracked version of Halo 2 Vista that ran on XP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no multiplayer, but I played the single player.
Yeah,
it was pretty
yeah.
good.
Wait,
Yeah, Games for Windows Live died, and you can't, if you spent money on it, like, you can't download anything anymore. It literally was
Really?
erased. That's what Microsoft does, because they're Microsoft. They don't, like, honor, like, previous purchases.
Wait,
they just kill your shit and move on.
They never like let anything transfer to
Nope.
like Steam.
Nope.
But if you own Dark Souls on Games for Windows Live, couldn't you transfer that to Steam?
No. Yes, but you can't. There's no way you could enter a Games for Windows Live key into Steam. Games for Windows Live keys are incredibly fucked up. You can use one key on every game 10 times. Right?
Wait, what?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
What does that mean?
You can use a single Games for Windows Live key. They apparently changed this at some point when they started tying the games to your account, but that was years too late. And basically, once it was Games for Windows Live was already dead. A single Games Games for Windows Live key can register that game up to 10 times, but it can also register any other Games for Windows Live game 10 times online and authenticate.
So one copy of the game gets you 10 copies of the game.
Gets you 10 copies of every Games for Windows Live game.
Wait.
Yeah.
Gets you
yeah. I bought Gears of War PC, and then I got Halo 2 Vista for free. I played Street Fighter 4 online for free. I played Dark Souls online for free. What else did I play?
How exactly?
Because it all uses the same key. The keys are universal. They can just only activate any game 10 times, and then you have to get a different one. One of my friends did something where he got 1 million keys off some website, so I just have I still have a bunch of keys sitting in a text document somewhere if I really needed them. But I mean, I don't
But
because
it's
it's
dead.
dead. Yeah. That shit was really funny when it came out.
But
Like, I literally pirated Street Fighter 4 and then proceeded to play it online with updates.
But like you're hardly even pirating it because you just shove in the key in an online store and then download it, or this is before downloads.
This is before downloads. You would just pirate the disc, and then when you'd get the key prompt when installing it, you'd just use the key and it would work.
Wow, what the hell were they thinking?
Yeah. Well, actually, you install it, but then once the game loads, you enter the key and it like authenticates online.
Okay.
So yeah, Microsoft did a pretty terrible job of that one. Link me. Yeah,
So if you had already installed the game for Windows Live, there was no DRM, right? You could play offline.
Yeah.
So if you have the games from then they still work, but you can't buy or install new games.
I mean, there's no online service anyway.
Right.
So if you still have the disc, you could just install it. At least I don't think there's any online service. There might still be.
What if it asks for the key?
Oh, okay.
But what if it got shut off? Like, I'm saying, what if you, what am I trying to say? Okay, I know they switch it to Steam now, but like, if you wanted to if you bought a game, you can never install. Like,
you can't download it. Yeah.
What if
you bought a game digitally? You can't.
Okay. What if you own the disc, but now you can't validate your key online?
Yeah. Well, there is no online anymore.
So it just works. You can just install.
You didn't need the keys to install them offline. You only needed the key to get online.
Oh, so you could play the game offline.
That also helped piracy greatly.
You could just play games online with no key.
Offline
with no key.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a thing.
This must have been a very weird time.
It was great. I didn't pay for video games.
Yeah. Like, you didn't even need a crack. It just worked.
I mean, you needed, because they, like I said, once they updated it so that you could buy games off the store, you still had to buy the games off. This was only for disc-based games where the keys worked for all of them.
I see.
So you still had to pirate the ISO, but then you used your legitimate key to play it online.
Okay.
Yeah, piracy was pretty solid.
Wow.
It's kind of not as good anymore, but, you know.
All right. All right, that was all winners, semis.
Oh,
Man, I'm going to get home.